Benjamin Franklin once said, "In this world, nothing is certain except death and taxes." I actually thought I had a decent understanding of taxes when I became a tax preparer years ago. It wasn't until recently that I discovered how much more I need to learn. I am frustrated, as I know many others are, about working so hard and having so much of my income taken out for taxes. I just didn't understand how the wealthy could become wealthy. What was I doing wrong? I was talking to my mother about this one afternoon, so she sent me a link to a YouTube video. The speaker was Robert T. Kiyosaki. He's the author of the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He explains in his book series how to turn earned income into passive income. Why is this so important, you ask? Well, passive income is taxed at a much lower rate than earned income is, so let that sink in for a moment. As Mr. Kiyosaki was growing up, he received advice from his poor dad, a teacher with a PhD who retired from the school system after years of service, yet died broke. Along with his friend Rich Dad, an entrepreneur that had financial freedom, he witnessed the struggles and successes of each of these men in his life, which led him to create the business model he shares today. He is an investor who transformed his earned income into an $80 million empire. His philosophies changed the way many people think about money. I would like to share with you several of his ingredients for success. During this presentation, I will explain his views on financial literacy, terms such as cash flow, and help you understand the difference between an asset and a liability. Second, I'll explain what he means by mind your business, why you should work to learn, not earn, and how you can turn earned income into passive income. To begin, what is financial literacy and why is it so important? It means the ability to read financial documents. There are several words to be familiar with. First is income, expenses, assets, liabilities, and cash flow. Income is any money earned. Expenses are money spent, such as mortgage payments, car payments, utilities, and taxes. Assets put money in your pocket, and liabilities cost you money. If you buy a house, live there, and have a mortgage and other homeowner expenses, it's actually considered a liability. I know this is a shock to most people because it's not what your real estate agent told you or the banker, but it's the truth. If you own a piece of property, even with a mortgage and expenses, and you rent it out with just even a $20 a month profit, it's now considered an asset. If your asset is increasing your income, this creates a cash flow. This term is the most important to understand. You want to create cash flow with little to no expenses. This shows how well you are able to generate cash to pay your expenses. Mr. Kiyosaki actually created a game called Cash Flow 101 that you can play to help you grasp the concepts of financial literacy. He even has a child's version of the game. Once you fully understand the terms and how the game is played, you may begin the process he calls minding your business. This is a self-discipline concept that involves you paying yourself first, as George Clason stated in his book, The Richest Man in Babylon. Instead of using your income and first paying your expenses, then using what's left over to invest with, he says to set aside a monetary amount of at least 10% of your gross salary and pay yourself first. This is the money you will use to invest and will eventually become passive income. It'll continue to grow until you work yourself out of your job. Speaking of working, Kiyosaki says that you should work to learn, not earn. He says you should be looking for work that will teach you something that you should know to run your business. If you need to sell something, take a sales job that has training to help you develop sales and marketing skills. If you need to know about distribution, work for a distribution company and learn all you can about how things work. Let your work teach you something to help you in your own business. What his principles are suggesting is that you save yourself thousands of dollars by having passive income versus earned income. Passive income is taxed at a much lower rate than earned income. Eventually, your money will be working for you. You won't be working for money. So in conclusion, I've explained the terms for financial literacy, including asset versus liability and cash flow. I also described concepts of minding your business by paying yourself first. I discussed the suggestion to work to learn, not to earn, where you gain very valuable information for your business by working for others. And last but not least, the key to it all is to turn earned income into passive income and let your money work for you, not you working for money. Thank you so much.